Welcome to the Luminar platform. Here I'm going to walk you through a typical portrait edit for me, and starting with a raw file in this case. Now when you open a file in Luminar, the essentials load here in the workspace, and while I do use that when I'm in a hurry, right now I'm going to clear the workspace and take my time with the raw edit. So the first filter I add is called Raw Develop, and this allows me to adjust all the basic adjustments that you're used to seeing with raw files. First, let's pull the exposure down because it is just a tiny bit overexposed, about half a stop. And I do like to have creamier highlights, and this helps the skin tone look nice and bright. And so I'm going to bring that up just a little bit, and I'm looking at this area of the subject to make sure there's a glow there. I do want to intensify the shadows, so I'm going to bring the slider down till it looks about right. And I'm going to decrease the overall brightness by sliding the whites down as well. Now the last thing in this set I like to do is increase the contrast until it looks about right. That looks good. Now I do like to warm up skin tones as well, but rather than use the temperature slider, I'm going to add another filter and do that with brilliance and warmth. Now I like to keep my eye on the subject and then slowly slide the warmth toggle to the right until it looks good. And what I'm really trying to match is what this subject looks like in real life. Now this image was captured in natural light in the afternoon, but not quite into golden hour, so it's a little bit on the cooler tone side and could use the extra warmth. Now turning this off, you can see, oops, yep, there we go, how much it affects the image, and then you can increase it a little more to your liking. All right, now that I'm done with that, I want to add a vignette to further draw focus to the middle, to where the subject is in sharp focus. But first, I am very distracted by this little patch of light here, so I'm going to go up to Tools and choose Crop. And I'm just going to tighten this so that that is not a distraction anymore. Now it's good to keep in mind that the human brain sends your eye, when you look at an image, to a dark spot in a white, brighter area, or a white spot in a darker area because of that contrast. So I like to crop those kind of things out so they aren't a distraction from the subject. All right, so now that looks really clean, we're going to add a vignette. And the same thing, I like to just slowly slide it until it starts to look right. And then you can adjust the size of your vignette, and I'm going to pull it down even more. I really want some drama here, and I like how we already have a shadow at the bottom and the top, so we're really just intensifying what's already there. So turning that off, I think that adds quite a bit of drama and really draws your eye to the middle of the image, to Emily's face, our subject, which is what we want to happen. Now that I'm satisfied with how this has come out, I'm going to go down and click Save Filters Preset. And I'm going to call this Lensbaby Soul 45, and that way I can apply it to the other images that are in this set, and also future portraits that I do with the Lensbaby Soul 45. Now those are all going to be saved here. When you click this, you have different categories, and under User Presets, you'll find the one I just created, Lensbaby Soul 45, and there's some other Lensbaby presets here that I've used in the past. So now, collapsing that, let's look one more time. Here is where we started with the image, and here's where we finished. I'm really pleased with how it came out, and also how quickly I was able to go from the raw file to the final product. That's what I love about Luminar. So there you have it. Thanks a lot.